Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. So let's get started here. First, we're going to jump over to our scans. Scans. Okay. That's a little bit out the screen there. Let me. I want to widen that out just a little bit. Display. Hopefully, you guys have been having a good week. Transform. I want to add a little bit more on this side. Just like that. Okay. All right. Now let's get into these scans. So what I'm seeing on the scans right now, things that have already reached 10 million shares traded: ALUR, ELAB, EVAX, SES, and then ATXI. Okay, so these are all of the top volume movers on the day, already reaching 10 million or more shares traded. I do have a scan for some things that haven't quite reached 10 million shares, but are still low floats as well. EVAX, EVAX, DWTX was a mover from yesterday. RNAS is also up 22%, and TCRT not really up at all. So these are all low floats. Let's actually look through the news on them. Today is January 24th. Crazy, we're already going into February. So no crazy news coming out for the FOMC. Let's jump over here and just go down the list of each one of these. Actually, let me make the list first. So we got EVAX, we got DWTX, we got RNAS, we got TCRT. Oops. TCRT. Then we got ELAB. We got SESH. We got Allure. And then we have ATXI. So first, let's look at the floats. We wanna make sure that these are floats that we like. Just looking over here on the shares outstanding, we can see that these are all around a million, except SESH. SESH has a bigger float. So SESH, we're gonna go ahead and put that on the no fly zone. So that one's already out of there. Good morning, Peter. So SESH is off of there. Next, we go to EVAX. Let's look that up. See what it's got going on over here. It's up 107%. Press releases. Looks like the last news was on January 15th, 2025. Exovation completes dosing in phase 2 trial with personalized cancer vaccine. So that's probably why it made such a move anyway. We'll have to look into that, but let me just copy this. And that was news from a whole nother day. So Catalyst. Let's go to DWTX, which was a mover from yesterday, which I don't know if I'm going to be playing with today. It made a huge move up to $30 yesterday. And usually after those days, we see quite a bit of a fade. So Dogwood Therapeutics announces patient dosing in a phase 2B trial, chemotherapy-induced neuropathy to commence first quarter of 2025. So it hasn't even, I don't think that's even happened yet, but we will copy that catalyst there. RNAS is the next one, RNAZ, and we're going to look into the floats here in a second. We got time. Transcode Therapeutics. Last news was on January 14th. Transcode third. So this is a phase 1. A whole bunch of clinical trials coming through today. They're up. TCRT. TCRT. I probably should be looking up keywords as well. Let me put in keywords while I'm doing this because I'm going through these kind of fast. But yeah, let's see what these keywords are talking about. So we'll go back up to EVAX real quick. Look into this press release. All right, so the company specializing in developing AI immunology. So keyword AI. Dosing has been completed according to trial protocol timelines. Good morning, Donnell. We're happy to report completion of dosing in an important trial. Okay, commercial. So we just saw AI in there. That's one of the things. Unique tumor. So we got tumors as a keyword. And we have skin cancer. So as a keyword in this one. Okay, so we got 3 keywords on that one. DWTX was a mover from yesterday. I don't know if I'm gonna end up playing with this one. So you know, it's only up 21%. So I'm gonna put it on a no-fly zone for today because it made its move yesterday up to $30 from $3. So yeah, not really super stoked about trying to retrace something and expecting it to make a second move higher. RNAS was the next one. RNAS only up 18%. I don't like that. Let's look at some of these that have a higher. Let's look at Allure. ALUR. Okay, so 17 hours ago, this was during after hours. Allurion announces plans to optimize muscle mass during GLP-1 therapy in combination with the Allurion program. So muscle mass, okay. I don't know. Muscle mass, it's a low float. I don't know. So let's look into this. Okay, so a company dedicated to ending obesity demonstrated reductions in lean mass of approximately 40%. So studies in patients undergoing GLP-1 therapy have demonstrated reductions in lean muscle or lean mass of approximately 40% as a proportion of total weight loss. In contrast, in previous studies, patients treated with the Allurion balloon in combination with the Allurion virtual care suite have demonstrated strong patient outcomes in which patients lose weight while maintaining and in some cases increasing muscle mass. I don't know how hot that is. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna touch that one. I'm good. So Allure, yeah, is what I have to say about it. It's up almost 400%, but that's a pre-market move, and it's made such a move that I'm just like, it may pull back hard. Let's go to, it's another one, eLab. I want to be excited when I see the news or just see no news with something moving, you know, sporadically maybe. But I want to kind of see news that I'm like, oh man, that's some good stuff. eLab, let's see, North Strive Biosciences, a subsidiary of PMGC Holdings, to present breakthrough muscle preservation assets. So a lot of muscle and obesity here on Friday. I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. eLab up 115%. It is a little bit of a theme that is today, but it hasn't been a theme that's kind of been going on long. It's just like today is the first day we're seeing a whole bunch of these. Let's go to EVAX. Evax Biotech. Let's see if they're working on muscles too. Evacuation completes dosing in phase 2 trial with personalized cancer vaccine. And it is up 101%. So this news came out January 15th. It has the AI. Oh, did we already look at this? Yeah, we did. Okay. So we looked at this one. Let's see. ATXI. I don't really know what that's doing. TCRT is another one. And this is what I'm looking at right now, just going down the list. So far, Allure, Elab, DWTX, and Sesh. I'm not touching those today. Even if they go crazy, I'm just like, I'm good. TRC, TCRT, press releases. Let's see what we got here. No press releases at all. What does it do? Let's go to Yahoo and see what this thing does. TCRT. Alonas Therapeutics. How long has it been trading? Just TCRT. It's been trading since 2022. Let's go to his profile. Crazy, it doesn't have any press releases though. Alonis Therapeutics, a clinical stage oncology focused cell therapy company, develops adaptive T-cell receptor engineered T-cell. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Sleeping Beauty, yeah, okay, but it's not up a whole lot. I'll leave it up there, but it's not going on a no trade yet. I'll just leave it up there. ATXI is the next one. Or let me jump back over here. ATXI. I don't know, man. The muscle mass, I mean, is that really strong catalyst? Muscle mass, like, especially after the move we had yesterday, and then Avenue ATIX looks like it's just third quarter financial results. So yeah, I'm definitely not touching that one. TIXI. Muscle mass, man. I don't know. I just can't fall in love with muscle mass. So right now I just got Evax, RNAS, and TCRT, whatever it is. But that's about it, man. TCRT is barely getting any volume. It's got 2,000 shares of volume, so not really hot today. It's going to have to compete with some of these other ones, and we'll just kind of swing through. I really don't have a focus. I don't know what to focus on today, and it's a lot up. So let's say you do trade ALUR and you lose. Well, what if the other muscle mass one, ELAB, goes down? What if some of these other ones, and they have to kind of figure out who wants to be strong on a day? Another thing is, I know last Friday or when was that, Monday, that I was trading. I was trading in the first couple minutes of the day. And I got to get away from that. What has kept me consistent is not trading the open like that. I do hold a little bit longer than most hyper scalpers, so I'm not expecting it to just rip down on me. I like to get in and just let it ride. Let it ride, man. Be into a good position and let it ride. On the open, that opening minute though, a lot of times it's hard to let it ride because it'll jackknife. It'll jackknife hard. So we'll see what happens today though. We got about 15 minutes. Let's jump over to the charts. So starting with our biggest mover on today, Eloron. Lori says it's easy. Elab will go up at the open. LR halted down. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, both of them are kind of on the same vibe with the whole muscle mass thing. Allure, this is what it's looking like on the 15 minute. And I have noticed that the 15 minute is very, very good when it comes to the indicators, especially the ATR. The 1 minute ATR, it's almost like it has to not just hold it, but it's got to break it and reclaim it a couple of times. And that's what I've noticed. Like, it's like super weak. And I'm like, man, that thing, I hope it stays up, but it's not really looking too good. And then on the 1 minute, it starts cracking and it's over with. Well, it seems like it's over with, and it can kind of resurge back up there. So, you know, really, I think I'm still super focused on the 15-minute ATR, and I will let the 1 minute kind of show me kind of the idea of what's happening on the lower time frames. But the 15-minute is just right now. I haven't, like, the 4 hour is too big. The 30-minute, the 1 hour is too big. The 30-minute is too big. The 5 minute is it's better, but the 1 minute is just like too small. It cracks. The ATR on that 1 minute cracks a lot. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh, we were looking at the chart. So started off with Allure up 354%. This one hit a high up here of $20.26. And this is what we like to call extended, especially during pre-market, moving from $3 up to $20, and then somebody's going to expect it to go higher. That's going to be a hard sell for people to think this is going to go higher. Let's jump over to ELAB, ELAB. It moved from $2 up to $4.88 on the same idea, not quite as big. And we'll see. Let me look over here on the daily charts here. Max size. Okay, so let's jump over here to Allure on the daily chart. Okay, so we'll back this up. So we see Allure has had quite a bit of, it's had some pop days, but it's definitely had some drop days as well. It gives it back very quickly. Doesn't really hold those tops when it does get going. 2023. And just has been on a little downhill trend. So Allure definitely has the ability to pop, but the problem is it's already popped. It's already went to $20. So it started down here at $3.70 and it's opening way up here at $20. So it's already popped. That's my problem with Allure. ELAB, let's look at ELAB daily chart. Same thing, big pops, big drops, but not as many pops as Allure. Popped this one time back here in 2024, has been on a little downtrend. Closed yesterday around 198 and now it's opening up at $4 and something. So yeah, still the same idea for me. It's just looks like it can get back faster than it can gain. EVAX is another one that is up 90% now. Closed yesterday with 364. Apparently I've looked at this one before because there's already lines here that I did not put on here today. So 364 and now is up to $6.90 something cents. So it's kind of, let's see, it's got this little top here, went all the way, no, not to 8. 610 kind of was the spot of that last dump. We'll see what it does when it gets down there to 610. But EVAX is one that it has the phase 2 trial with personalized cancer vaccine EVX-01. The keywords for that one is AI, tumor, and skin cancer for EVAX. Let's go to the next one. The next one I already said I wasn't trading. This one was moving yesterday. SES, SES. The float is too high on that one. Speaking of the floats, let's go and look through these floats real quick while we have about 10 minutes left. So starting with let's just start with let's start with Allure, just so you guys can see it if you're gonna take the ride on Allure and try to get something off of it. So statistics for Allure, float is looking like 38.99 million here at Yahoo. That's a little bit higher float than I was expecting though. For sure. Thought it was a way lower float with that move. Allure. Float over here at MarketWire says 1.9 million. And then at FinViz, we got 1.9. So it's somewhere up in there. I'm not too worried about it, but just know it is somewhere between 39 million and 1.9. I don't know what's right, but we'll see. Let's also check shelf registrations for Allure. Allure does not have any shelf registrations out yet. But with it being up that much, a lot of, and you know what, I was doing some back testing on some of the previous trades from previous years and things like that on stocks that make moves like this. I mean, some of them are not even, I went back to back testing and they're not even there anymore. So those companies have actually closed down or left the NY or the New York Stock Exchange completely. They're not even on there, so I can't even back test them. With TOS, I use the on demand mode to test different strategies, but yeah, they're not even there anymore. So a lot of these that ramp up like this on that medical news and things, man, when that company sells, they make a lot of money selling their shares. You know, when it's up to $20 and it started at $3, that CEO or those people that are holding those big shares, big amount of shares, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm rich. Oh my gosh, I'm rich. And they just start dumping. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know if that's going to be able to hold up. Now, it'll be a different thing if somebody comes and tries to buy them. Like Moderna comes and says, hey, we like what you're doing. Let me buy you. Or who else is a big company? Moderna, Pfizer, some other big medical company tries to come and swoop them up. Then it's like, okay, this may be game on. Let's go to the next one. EVAX, ELAB, I mean. Same idea. Float is looking like 16.07. A little bit lower float. Insiders are pretty heavy on that one, but like I said, it's kind of extended right now. We'll see what happens on the open. EVAX is the next. Actually, let's check that shelf for that. ELAB. Not seeing any shelf registrations. Then over here, it says the float is around 3.04 for ELAB. Float, ELAB. Float is not even on Market Watch, so I don't even know. Allure and ELAB, it's kind of, we'll have to see what happens. Let's go to EVAX. Statistics. So looks like the float is 35. That's way higher than I thought it was going to be. What? We got to check that out. That's 35 million in the float? Okay, but we saw with the other one, some of these are kind of weird because a lot of times when the float is known, well known, these things do better, right? But when one place is saying, oh yeah, it's this much in the float, and then another place saying this much, who's right? We don't know. So let's go to EVAX here. Float, not there. Let's go to FinBiz, EVAX. Float, not there. Okay, let's go to RNAS. Only up 19%. Yeah, it's got to do more. I don't want RNAS unless it's gonna actually perform. RNAS right now, just looking at what's out here. So these are low flows, but these are low flows up 100-something%. Shorts, the thing is, shorts are gonna be very interested today. If these things do go down, and so I'm like, if something is up this much, how much could a short make to the downside if it does go down? Like if it goes back to $10, that's a $7 gain for a short, right? Like that's huge. Looking at Allure right now, just kind of pedaling around. High of 2026, but man, to be short on this though, and a possibility. So the point of control is down here at $7.46, right? Point of control. That's a long way to go down. It's gotta challenge some of these up. We could see a couple little points where volume is a little bit higher here on the volume indicator, around $17 flat, which it already hit and tested, and it's kind of going up right now. Got another little peak out here at 14. Got another peak out here at 10, and then another peak out here at 748. ELAB showing its downward move as well. And so nothing really else popping up here that has 10 million shares here. I'm gonna check the other one. Let me just try to make it, force it to update. So TOS scanners, they update every 15 minutes, but you can force them to update by switching to another, another scanner. Give it a second and then switch back and it'll update. It'll update right now. So these are all that is in the 10 million mark. Let's go up here and make this update. Let's go to Overwatch. Give it a second. And go to pre-market movers. Okay, still the same. So we'll see here. We got about 3 minutes to the open. Or less than 3 minutes, my bad. We'll start with looking at the biggest one, Allure. We'll see where its ATRs are and where it's going to actually end up falling to. Could get crazy out here. I don't know. A lot of the floats are indecisive. Some sources saying the floats are this really low. Some floats are saying, hey, it's almost 40 million in the float. So we'll see what kind of activity it wants to get into here at the open. Lori said that Allure is going to be halting down and ELAB's going to be the one going up. We'll see. ELAB's already breaking down $4 here. So both of them are on the same idea, the whole muscle mass thing. We'll see though. It's got room, man. It's got room. Room to fall. All right. 1 minute left to the open. Mm-hmm. 20 seconds left. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see who messaged. We got 7 seconds left. Who was that message from? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna let him do that. Okay, Allure just opened up. ATR up here at 1898, already going down. We'll see if it actually ends up halting down. Like Lori said, it is moving. It's moving some furniture around here. ELAB up here, ATR up at 428 based on the 15 minute. I'm gonna respect the 15 minute a little bit more than the 1 minute now and the other ones, because 15 minute, man, is like it will slap it down. EVAX got up here to $11 under the ATR as well. Let's look at the mover from yesterday, DWTX, also under ATR high. RNAS, all of the low floats are kind of under ATR high right now. We got to see what's going to be strong, what's going to break that 15-minute ATR, which is at that and the only one that's going up is the one with the super high floats, SCS, up 17%. All the other ones are going the opposite way. Nothing's proving its strength right now. So I'm just going to give it some time and see what goes on here. Lord was about right. It just, the only thing that didn't happen was it didn't halt. That was it. Doesn't mean it's not going to halt, but you know. But definitely a no-go for me this far away from the ATR highs. No-go on ELAB. EVAX with 146. So if we look over here on the scans, we can look at the relative volume. EVAX still had some pretty good relative volume here. Now, it had a little catalyst. You know, it did the complete phase 2 trial with the personalized cancer vaccine. If it can get back up and get kind of strong over this 791 level, maybe I'll give it a try. But other than that, it's the only one that I really see. What about RNAS? What happened to RNAS? It's down. Yeah, 15%. Okay. So RNAS not looking great. Might put it on the no-go zone. The no-go zone for RNAS because it's got way too much competition on the board. TCRT going red as well. All right. So let's see what's going to be strong. Look at Allure all the way down to $10. But did we not say this? I was like, yo, here, look at the where it had to go through. It killed everybody that bought at 16. It killed everybody that bought at 14. And now it's heading toward, it was actually touching 10 right now. So, wow. Amazing move downward. Amazing move. We took the A off. We put an E in there. All right, ELAB still doing its thing to the downside. And EVAX just not making its way up yet. It is a low float. It has 23 million shares traded, but it keeps breaking down. Where is the strength, Donnell? Where's the strength, Peter? Where we at? I'm not even seeing any large caps like the big ones, Nvidia pop in yet. Let me make it update real quick. Maybe I'm tripping. Let me make this thing update. So there, and I'll go to there. See if any new thing pops up. Okay, there's Nvidia. All right, so Nvidia is on the map now. With 18 million shares traded, we got some of the larger caps coming in, pushing in now. Okay, that's what I want to see. More of those large caps. What is NVNI? NVNI, $2. It's a little bit higher float, looks like. Let's see if it has any catalyst. NVNI. Press releases. NVNI regains compliance. Oh no. Oh no. Yesterday afternoon regains compliance with the NASDAQ. Never mind. That's a no-go. NVNI or NVNI. Nope. All right, so let's look back over here and see if anything else new popped in. Nope. RGTI. So let's see what's being strong on today. We're still gonna flip through and see what has actually broken over the ATRs here. So Allure down, NVNI regaining compliance. I don't like that news at all. ELAB going down, EVAX. So only weak news is up right now. Let's see what RGTI is doing. RGTI is up. RGTI $14.54. I need to check the NQ. What's the market doing? It's still red on the day. It tried to come back above this ATR high. And again, since this session has started, it tested it, failed, tested it, failed, tested it, failed. So this 22, what is this, 22,000 level is pretty strong there. Let me see what's going on over here. Okay. Yeah, so all of the really low floats are down right now. And a lot of competition coming in here that's going to be holding up. And so, like, I'm like, okay, if this thing, even if this thing has weak news, people are interested on over here. It's got 23 million shares traded on NVNI right now. And we haven't even filled up the list yet. So I'm like, I don't know, man. EVAX, Nvidia going down with the market, ATI. So are you serious that the only thing that's really up is, let's look at RGTI. What kind of news does it have, RGTI? RGTI, let's see. Rigetti Computing to participate in Fireside Chat on the 20th annual Needham Growth Conference. Okay. So that's up 10%. So not really super volatile there. ATXI heading on downward. SESH heading on downward. So the only thing that's gonna hold up is weak stuff. It's not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. Oh, Allure did haul down. It hauled it down at 10.01. $10.01. Lori was right. Let's see if ELAB hauls down too. Crazy, Allure was just up almost 400% and it's already down 170%. So imagine if you were shorting up here at, $20 level coming into the open, right? How much money did you just make? Like, look at this. Look at this. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be paying the shorts bills. NVNI is still going up. It is above the ATRs, but it is not within that low float arena. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So it has ATR high down here of 239, and it really only moved about 50 cents off of the ATR high. So we'll see what kind of reaction it gets once it comes back down here. I'm really not looking to jump in on it or anything. I'm waiting for something that has a little bit more strength, and if nothing comes up, then oh well. It's just too bad on the day for that. Anyway, I know since I'm not gonna be, I didn't see anything I'm gonna be trying to get into or anything. I'm probably gonna just chill out today, and don't see anything to trade, so I'm not gonna just sit here and watch this thing piddle around. I got meetings I can go to or something like that. Go make a little money, see what kind of contracts are out. But anyway, that is it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to shut it down. NVNI could give some opportunities, but that catalyst, the regaining compliance, I've seen it over and over again. Company comes back in, and to make money, they sell a couple of these shares and may come back down to 250 and go sideways for the rest of the day. So I'm just not interested in that kind of move. I think the biggest move happened yesterday on DWTX. But kind of just not interested in anything. So gonna let it play, and I am. You see, I did not do anything during that first 15 minutes. I really want this first 15-minute candle to close before I take any action. At least the first 15 minutes, just to give me an idea of where the stress is. Because imagine if you bought this 15-minute candle on Allure. It's like, okay, this candle hasn't closed yet. It's just up here around 16 and then whoop, on down to $9.50. But anyway, that's it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, I will see you guys on Monday morning. It's gonna be a full week next week, and so let's get to it. Is it gonna be February by Monday? No, we got 6 whole days. It's still gonna be January. So we got a couple days left in January. No rush though. We got a whole year ahead of us. And as always, I will see you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.